Hello everyone and a very warm welcome to my channel. My name's Tom and this weekend I won the first ever Judge Genesys tournament over in Brussels. I was judging the event on the floor for most of the weekend and I had an amazing experience. I've got a lot of shout outs to the incredible team, but I'll do all the shout outs at the end. But first off, I'll get right into the X-0-SISTER profile. So first off, the main deck. A lot of this is quite standard for Genesys and for the deck in general, but I played 3 Martha. Very self-explanatory, very strong 1-card starter. 3 LS because you don't want to run out of names to summon off Vadis, and she's the best extender. 2 Stella because of Vadis and also because you want to be able to summon names from the hand sometimes, and they often don't negate this one for some reason. 1 Sophia and 1 Irene. You don't play this in Modern normally because it is a bit of a brick and the effect is terrible. However, you really want to make the most of the Betrayal effect to normal summon the names, and also Vadis can summon from deck really easily with all of the names. I was able to rank up with all of them today as well. 3 packs. I mean, it's just any card in the deck. That's very good. 2 Betrayal, it's pointed in Genesys, but the effect it adds to discard 1 is obviously busted. It's annoying when it gets cycloned or when it has its activated negated because you can't ever activate a second one in a turn because the first effect is mandatory, which is a shame, but a very good card. I never had to use the Grave Manipulation effect, but the effect to normal summon the other name comes up a lot for the extra bodies and for making Casper Tail follow up, so yeah, very strong card. I do play both traps in the main. Yeah, it's a bit bricky to play both, but I do just feel like you need it. The Banish effect is really strong in Genesys, and Vadis is the way that you're going to get the rank ups, so I think it's worth playing both. In Modern, I would just play Vadis in the main deck. And then for the consistency, the Spirit Engine, so Ijiki is so busted. Like, the fact that all of your names have the Spirit stats that can let this normal summon itself from the hand is so good, and the deck really needs the kind of extenders when they think they haven't got any more ways to push through your pushes. Like, it's just really good to have something else. So that searches other spirits as well if you want them, or any other EXO name. It's a very strong card. 2 Arrow Timer and 3 Attacky Timer. I was talking to a really friendly EXO player at the weekend in Brussels who was playing it for Genesys and also for Modern, and he plays Nikki Timer, which is the one that can get a draw if it gets Antigrave, and is a good normal summon as well. I don't think I need more of those names, so the consistency wasn't a problem for me at all over the whole event. But the Sakatama, the fact they can normal any spirit is very strong, and they again just very interact with them, and when they do, it also feels like a mistake. 7 Tachyon. In Modern, this can search disgusting floodgates like Ryo, but we're not playing that in Genesys, so it's just some more consistency. And then non-engine. 3 Pair Besker. Everyone knows this card is really good, and the fact that not everyone's playing it makes it really strong. Shout out Georgia for playing it in the literal main event in Nats this year. So very strong card. I resolved to pop, I think, twice, and I could show it to my opponent in round 1, so that was busted. 3 Cosmic. I think that you need to have some kind of main deck spell trap out, and it's just the most efficient one. Yeah, it's pointed at like 1 or 2 points, I think, but the fact that it can just deal with so many problem cards is really helpful, and quick plays are also very strong. 2 Herald, these should probably be Forbidden Lance or some other quick play that protects your engine, to be honest, but I actually played against purely round 1, and this didn't come up in my hand, but if he'd made Noir and I had this, that would have been very funny. But it's just another good, like, convenient out. I was playing Dark Ruler for a bit, but it just wasn't good enough, and I wanted some kind of main deck monster out as well to pair with the spell trap outs. Double Skullmeister. This is a level 4, it's a hand trap, it has no points on it. The effect is okay, it never came up for me today, but let's say you brick on this and the spirit level 4s and you should be able to make combo. I don't think I'd play any other hand traps because they're all just pointed, and like, you just don't want to spend any points on interaction that's not quick play spells, I think. And then the best card in the game, yay, everyone loves Shifter. So it's at 10 points right now, and I think it should go up in Genesys. Yeah, like, a lot of decks can play around it, but it's just ludicrous that in this alternate format we are allowed to shift dimensions. I drew it 2 times over the tournaments, so it makes up for the normal odds, so I didn't end up using it as a crutch to win, but in a sense a crutch. But yeah, just ridiculous card. It needs to go. I don't think you should play this deck without it. Extra deck, double Carmel, Evil Martha. such a strong card. It's what the deck has needed for a long time, I think, to make your opponent change their effects. Like, the cards should all read like Martha, but don't, so we needed a way for that to change. And Carmel setting from anywhere the traps or spells is just so strong, like, and yeah, just a ridiculous card. I played double Nicholas. I don't play 3 because I think 10 points is a lot for this card to justify playing 3, and it lets me play Shifter and lets me play other things that are helpful. So I would carry on playing 2. I really didn't miss the third one at all. The fact that you can quick effect banish on the turn it's summoned while you're pushing into a board is just so strong. Like, the deck's banishes, especially in Genesis, are just really hard to deal with. So yeah, obviously a great card. Double Caspatel, so just follow up if you have a really busted engine hand and you just keep making Lang Force. The obviously effect that you can't summon from the grave is very strong against some matchups, but yeah, came on once today. Cabrine, you need to play 1 just to have the kind of flexibility of the imperm effects, and you can also make sure you're OTK. I missed an OTK and ended up on Caspatel Magnifica double attack, so I had 7-9 damage because I am washed, but this is a good card. Asophiel, it's Dweller, yay! I love Floodgates. Yu-Gi-Oh! Will always revolve around Floodgates forever, to give him a judge. So yeah, this ridiculous effect came up against Dragon Rulers to definitely win the game. Double Magnifica, I think I went into only 1, but you definitely need the second one because you really want to kill as fast as you can with this deck. So if you don't have the second one, that like second turn you're pushing through a board, then you're making a mistake. Yeah, people don't really interact with the tag out effects that well sometimes, and the fact that it can do it in the same chain as the effect to banish is just great. So, and then getting to recycle Carmel to reset again, or Nicholas to banish that turn as well, really great. Masquerade for Tachyon to search everything. Exoton Knight as a 1 rank 4 flex spot. I didn't really know what to put here. It's at 0 points and can be a good board wipe because sometimes EXO as an engine, if they've got a really wide board and you want to push through rank 4, then this is the best option. And then Slayer targets, I'll see in the side deck in a second. Fallon, this came up to book a moon, a Dragon Ruler Xyz. Didn't come up at a fusion target, and it's just really good to have more spell trap outs, I think. And then a Synchro Monster, which I used with Slayer. Obviously, if there's been anything else that had any effect in the graveyard, that would have been better, but I had nothing else. So I played this instead, and, well, it ended up being fine. Slayer on the side, this is at 1 point still, I think, and I like that it's still at low points and they're pointing the really good extra deck cards. I think it makes some sense and just means that you can still side confidently into boards that are wider or have lots of negates or something like that. It's really handy to have. And yeah, I know it's weird to have a pointed card in the side deck, but it was where it belonged, I think, for me, especially because it's a normal spell. Hadronade, for me, the best option for just wide back row boards. You don't want to have to deal with like random solemn type cards that you can't interact with otherwise, and making sure that your bodies stick on the board is the most important thing. So this could be something else, I think, could be Twin Twisters, but I think having the back row removal in that slot is good. Speaking of, some more, this card is very funny. Go battle phase, use AMA, and then go main phase 2 and just like resolve Martha against any kind of back row deck or any deck that you've interrupted in their turn with Shifter or whatever, and you are very happy. Yes, it conflicts because you can't use Betrayal and Packs, but like if you've got any of the monster starters, of which there are a lot as you saw, you can deal with that. Again, just a going second option that I thought was okay, didn't have anything that much more interesting. Blizzard, this was a option that I talked to the very friendly EXO player, again shout out to him, from Brussels, who just said that having more spell outs for board wipes is good, but also it's flexible going second. And then for the final 4, I played the third Skullmeister. Again, I just did not have anything better to put in, and I was out of points to use, so I just thought if there's a Graves entering deck, I'll put the third one in. And then finally, there's the go first option, Xyz Barrier. I think this would probably be pointed, like it's just an Omni Negate for any Xyz deck, and it's just such a convenient side going first card that, yeah. It never come up for me in the event because I 2-0'd all my opponents, but it was still very worth having in the side deck. So that's the profile. I really love playing this deck. It's really simple and efficient, and once you learn it, it doesn't take too much to learn. Like, it's not that complicated, and it's fun to play. And I am very happy to have secured my first trophy. I'm too washed to win anything at actual Euros, so those who can't judge. I am just joking. Judges are better than players. Hee. I've got loads of shoutouts to make now. So shout out first to Sam and Andy for organising the tournament. I was really happy to play something after getting the itch to play over the whole weekend. Shout out also to Ryan and to all my team leads over the weekend who were so supportive and helpful. Massive shout out to Breakflip, the French version of Fanfinity essentially, who had a lot of challenges over the Euros in Brussels and I think rose to them really great. There were some dietary requirement issues that I sorted out with them and they were just so supportive, so I really thank you to Guillaume and Thomas. Also to Josh Kelly, London player who has made worlds. Massive congrats to Josh. He's been on the grind for a long time and I'm really happy for him. Also shout outs to Tabletop Republic, which is my locals in High Wycombe, the best locals in High Wycombe I should say, and I'm trying to shift my playmats, so bye them. And then finally shout out to Billy. It was his final Yu-Gi-Oh event judging, and we all know that the community is going to miss him massively. I wish him the best of luck doing other tournaments and other events, and I'm looking forward to staying in touch with him. So Billy, thank you very much for your support and advice. Thanks for watching, and if you want the trophy, £1 million.